Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to our very first live of 2022. My name is Rumbi Bvunzawabaya from Tulia, registered as Migrant Family Support, and some of you may know it as Migrant Family Support. Welcome to our very first immigration talk of 2022. I know some people are going to watch this on replay or as a shared video, and I encourage anyone to watch who's watching this to please share, please like, and just share with others who may find it useful. My name is Rumbi Bvunzawabaya from Tulia, and we are an organization that's based in the heart of Coventry. We provide expert advice for migrants, primarily of African origin in areas of immigration, family law. We also provide peer support and emotional support. We are also providing housing and a range of services for organizations that support migrants. So we provide training for other organizations and charities that deal with migrants all across the United Kingdom. And our team is going to be holding immigration talks on Fridays. So I'm kicking off, and we will have myself and other members of our team who will be giving talks on different topics of immigration law and how it affects migrants, updates, any changes in the law, anything that we feel will be useful for our followers. So please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, and also visit our website, which is www.tulia.org.uk. I'm excited today to be sharing really quickly coming on here just for to give an update for young people who are living in the United Kingdom. So I'm going to be talking about the concession for indefinite leave to remain for young people who are living in the United Kingdom. If you know anyone who would be interested in this, I'm getting my words twisted. So anyway, if you know anyone who'd be interested in this, please share this video with them and share this information with them. What we also would like is for people to tell us what topics they would like us to talk about, what issues they would like us to address, so that we can get on with those and address them, because there's so many different topics. So I'm just going to dive right into it and talk about the concession for young immigrants. So following a legal challenge by a law centre in London and the Migrant and Refugee Children's Legal Unit, and also campaigning by an organization called We Belong. Fantastic organization supporting young immigrants. In October 2021, the Home Office announced a concession for some young people who have been granted periods of limited leave and who would eventually apply for indefinite leave to remain. So there's been an update in December of that concession. But essentially, the background to it is that young people who have lived in the United Kingdom a long time and had no leave to remain. So, children would come to the UK with their parents, and somehow they would go to school, live, but not regularize their status. So the children and the parents would have no leave to remain. And there's a rule that allows young people who have lived who are under 25 years old and over the age of 18. So this rule applies to people aged between 18 to 25 who have lived in the United Kingdom for half of their lives or more. So this is a route that they could use to get leave to remain. So they'll be granted leave to remain for 2.5 years on the 10-year route to settlement. So that was what the route for these young people was, for them to settle. So young people aged between 18 and 24 years old, and the immigration rules allowed for them to apply for leave to remain if they're between 18 to 24 and they've lived continuously in the UK for more than half of their lives. And so they were then granted 2.5 years on each time for 10 years. And you know as much as I do, if anyone who works in immigration law, supports immigrants, or is an immigrant themselves, know how expensive it is to renew those visas. So after every 30 months, you have to pay £1,033 for the Home Office fee, and then an additional fee for the health surcharge, which comes up to enormous amounts of money. And that was for 10 years. So these organizations, Migrant and Refugee Children's Legal Unit, Islington Law Centre, and We Belong, set up to campaign for young people to get indefinite leave to remain earlier. And that is the concession that was made in October 2021, where it now says that they can apply to renew their leave to remain. They can apply for indefinite leave to remain after 5 years, limited leave. So after 5 years, instead of 10, they can apply for indefinite leave to remain. So the Home Office will still consider other factors before making a decision, like the person's age, when they arrived in the UK, the length of their residence in the UK, the strength of their connections in the UK, and their integration into the UK. And also, they'll look at things like criminality, they'll look at what the young person has been doing. They'll also look at whether unlawful residence in the past was a result of non-compliance on the part of their applicant or their parent. They'll look at efforts to engage with the Home Office and regularize their status. They look at a range of factors. The initial concession that was made in October 2021 meant that only people aged 18 to 24 could benefit from this earlier qualification for indefinite leave to remain. But in December 2021, We Belong campaigned and other organizations, and the Home Office guidance now allows people over the age of 24 to benefit. So people who have been on this route, who've been granted limited leave to remain, and they're young people who were granted on the basis that they've lived in their life, half their lives in the UK, and were aged between the ages of 24, even if they've now are over the age of 24, they can still benefit from the early, concession to apply for indefinite leave to remain after 5 years. The benefit of this is that you cut out a whole 5 years, which is a great benefit, but also that you don't have to take the Life in the UK test, and you don't have to take the Life in the UK test. So that for now is good, because that's it saves another chunk of money. So there's quite a lot of information on this concession online. I'm going to share a blog post on our website, which will have links to the concession, links to how to make the application, and also links to the concession, because all that information is valuable for people who are in this category. It really does help. It saves a lot of money. But also, once you have indefinite leave to remain, you can then naturalize to become a British citizen. And it makes life much, much better for young people who've been stuck in this loop of every time extending their leave to remain based on the concession. So that is the quick update that I have this morning, and I'm encouraging everyone, please, to share this video, share this information. People may not know about it, but I know that young people who are so frustrated in their lives because they don't have indefinite leave to remain, they've got 30 months, they're renewing. I've spoken to young people who've been really, really frustrated because they haven't been able to get employment. they haven't been able to get secure jobs because they're competing, even though they've got leave to remain. The fact that they've got 2.5 years instead of indefinite leave puts them at a disadvantage with their peers who have indefinite leave to remain or British citizen. Or if they are applying for a job and they've only got like 3 months left on their leave to remain, it causes them a lot of problems. And with these young people who they've gone to university, they've qualified, and they're really keen to get on with their lives. I know some young people end up giving up, others end up resorting to crime, and it really is important for them to get this indefinite leave to remain early, after 5 years, rather than 10. The other thing as well is there may be people that who are under the age of 24 who have lived in the UK for half of their lives and they don't have leave to remain. So if there are people in that category, then I would encourage them to apply, because there's some people who may not have applied. So you may have a person, the example I can give is someone who came here when they were 10 years old and they didn't have leave to remain, and then they live here until they're 22. They've lived here more than half of their lives. They will be able to apply. So there's some people who are staying without leave to remain, who are illegal, who don't have any form of leave to remain. And there's actually a clause in the immigration rules which allows them to get leave to remain. So if you know someone who's young, under 24, who's lived in the UK half their lives and they still don't have any immigration status, please encourage them to apply under the private life rules so that they can get leave to remain. And the route to settlement is now shorter. It's 5 years. There may be people who are in this category and think, I can't afford the fees because the fees are quite high and I'm not allowed to work. I am not even able to apply. And they're an overstayer and they're stranded. And some of these young people we meet who end up now saying, I'm going to go into crime, or I'm going to do something else, or I'm going to try and do something else to make sure that I'm able to live. They can apply for a fee waiver. So there's no limit or reason why you cannot apply, because there is, even if you don't have money, you can apply for a fee waiver and get leave to remain. So that's my encouragement this morning, just talking just about this concession for young people, that they can get their indefinite leave to remain after 5 years instead of 10. And also for those who may not even have leave to remain, that there is a remedy for you. And if they don't have money to pay, then you can apply for a fee waiver. So Tulia, the organization that I work for, we provide 15-minute free consultations. I've put the link on there on the screen for people who may be affected by this, who just need to have some quick advice. We provide advice on Tuesdays, and you can book a slot there so that we can give you advice in that respect. We also run an advice clinic on Thursdays, and you would need to phone in on a Monday in order to book a slot, because it's by we do that by appointment as well. We don't have a regular drop-in where people just drop in. And what we do at Tulia is that we help people to be able to settle. So the name, we changed our name from Migrant Family Support to Tulia. Tulia is a Swahili word, which means to settle. And so our aim is to help people to settle in the place that they call home. And this is home for so many people, and they haven't been able to settle because they may not know which rules apply to them. They may not know how to get there. And our aim is to educate, to empower, and to restore. Our Friday immigration talks, they fall under that area of educate, because as we give information to people freely on this platform, it will enable them to know what to do, because some people are stuck in a situation, but there is a remedy and a way out. And that's our aim, is to help people to be able to get out of that place that they're in. so that they can live in this country freely, lawfully, and be able to do all the things that they desire. We also support people in restoration because we know that the immigration system can cause you to lose yourself, lose your confidence, lose your ability to even integrate fully into the society that you live in. So we help people, we partner with other organizations, help to integrate people back into employment, into business, and also to help people with their mental well-being, self-esteem, and the ability to be able to hold yourself with confidence, knowing that you are, you are allowed to be here, you're allowed to access whatever is available to you so that you can live the very best life that is there for you. And that's what we do at Tulia. So we don't just give legal advice. Legal advice is still a very big part of the work that we do because we know that it unlocks doors that may be locked for many people. But we also support the person in a holistic manner. And that's why we have the name Tulia, because that is a word that encompasses the whole person, not just one aspect of the person. We are so encouraged and excited to be able to serve in the manner that we do. And we encourage you to look on our website, which is on the screen, where you'll find out more information about the work that we do. If you need advice, please do not hesitate to contact us on our website or book a consultation. Please share this video with other people who you think may benefit. Send us information on what you think, what you would like to hear. If you've got any questions, please send them through so that we will be able to answer them. Every Friday at 10, we'll be on live giving updates, information, and also answering some questions that people may have in the area of immigration law. Once a month, we have Tulia Talks, which deal with family law and how family law and immigration intermingle. So we will be talking about that. Our first talk is on the 18th of January, and we'll be talking about domestic violence, culture, immigrants, help that's available, resources that are available. And I encourage you to sign up to our website. If you look on our page, you will find it. Sign up to our website and get all the dates, the times, and where to join us. That will be a very interesting talk where we'll be going through that. So those are our upcoming events. And I hope this information has been helpful for someone. If you're watching this on replay or on a shared link, please share it. Please like our Tulia page and follow it. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. All the information that we have, we will be freely sharing it on all those platforms. So Happy New Year to everyone who's joined us this morning. Thank you, Priscilla, and Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, Mr. B. Mochiweshe, thank you so much. Happy New Year. Bia Murinda, Happy New Year to you as well. And Nangisai, you've asked, is it the same with Tier 2 dependents? So no, it's not the same with Tier 2 dependents. So Tier 2 dependents complete 5 years anyway, so they get indefinite leave to remain after they've completed 5 years. But this rule that I was talking about, this concession here, it relates to people who've lived in the UK for half their lives. So there are many people who have lived in the United Kingdom without leave to remain for whatever reason, and they've matured, they're young people, and they fall into this concession. So it applies strictly to them and not to Tier 2 dependents. But I've had some questions about Tier 2 skilled workers bringing in their children who are over the age of 18, all sorts of questions around that. And I definitely will be doing a live on that in the next coming week. So please do tune in and look out for that. I will do one where I'm answering that because that's an issue that keeps coming up. But any questions that you have, please send them to us, DM, send them to us, or send them on our WhatsApp, send them via our website, and we'll be able to answer them on this live on a Friday or we'll do a particular one to address the issues that affect you. We're here to serve. We're here to answer questions. We're here to help, to give information, to educate, to empower, and to bring about restoration to migrants living in the United Kingdom. Thank you, everyone who's joined this morning. And I'm going to log off now, but I hope this information has been helpful, and see you next week, Friday at 10 a.m. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day.